before we hear from our pastor, I have a little bit to talk about. I'm going to read some excerpts from my book, so listen closely. I wrote the chapter for my 11-year-old self. Growing up in a family of 9, mom, dad, and 7 children was dynamic, loud, but most of all loving. When I was 11 years old, I was home from school that day. I was confused when I saw my dad coming downstairs with an army green footlocker and duffel bag. He explained that he was taking his clothes to the cleaners. Even at 11 years old, I knew that statement didn't make much sense. That was the last time I saw him or heard from him. From that day on, our family's life changed dramatically. My mom found work as a domestic, and because the adults had to work to support our growing family, I was called upon to fill the role of pseudo-mom. I cooked, helped my siblings with their homework, ensured that the house was kept in order, laundered and ironed our clothes, and went grocery shopping with my mom once a month. Ripping the food stamps from the multicolored booklets signaled to everyone that we were dirt poor. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, and my mom wakes me up. We must go to the rescue mission, and sometimes to the St. Vincent de Paul secondhand stores to get the best clothes and shoes to fit our growing family before the other shoppers arrived. Once a month, this early rising was so we could get to the laundry to get the best washers and dryers all in a row. Meanwhile, I excelled in school. The year before my dad left his family, I watched as my mother fought for her life because of uterine cancer. The radioactive pack that the doctors placed in her room meant that every day, my grandmother and I had to administer the 21 bottles of prescription medications that lined her dresser. I watched as she lost her hair, weight, and sweet voice as disease and cure ravaged her petite body. She told me later that she had turned her face to the wall and pleaded with God, as Hezekiah did in Isaiah 38:2-6, to let her live to see her 2-year-old baby girl graduate from high school. With God's blessing, she not only lived to see her baby girl graduate from high school, but attend college, get married, and become a mother herself. To her credit, my mother never spoke about our dad's leaving, nor the circumstances that led to it. As for me, I began to resent the man that was our father. I could not enjoy the things other young ladies could because my mom and grandmother worked to put food on our table, clothes on our backs, shoes on our feet, and a roof over our heads. There were times that the gas and or electricity was turned off, and we had to borrow food from our neighbors or get food on credit from the corner grocery store. But each Christmas, each child had a new toy, a new coat, shoes, and an outfit, and a shoebox filled with tangerine, peppermint stick, and mixed nuts. But life went on for our family. My spiritual journey, however, continued to grow as I saw the circumstances of my life beginning to change. The next time I heard from my father, I was 28 years old, after a visit to his half-brother who lived in California. The phone rang early in the morning. You know, those calls in the middle of the night that wake you up, and you know that something is wrong. It was my dad. I remember his voice and will never forget what he said to me. He asked, "What the hell do you want? I don't have anything for you." I couldn't believe the arrogance. No hello, no how you doing, no I'm sorry it took so long for me to contact you, nothing. The Holy Spirit spoke to me. Bless them that curse you, and pray for them that despitefully use you. Be ye therefore merciful as your Father also is merciful. Judge not, and ye shall not be judged. Condemn not, and ye shall not be condemned. Forgive not, and ye shall not be forgiven. If my mother could forgive him, so could I. I asked her not to call me back, given how he chose to speak to me after 18 years. I was so shaken, I couldn't believe it. I could not go back to sleep. But my resentment of everything I thought I missed quickly ebbed away. Unforgiveness, y'all, is a heavy burden. But Jesus said that we should come to him because his burden is light. You are forgiven because our God first forgave us. My burden of forgiveness has been lifted. But the question remains, how can you be a daughter to a stranger?